bring you Game 4 of the NBA Finals on NBA Live 97. Back at the United Center. The Bulls lead 2-1. Here's the tip. Once again, won by the Spurs. Avery Johnson will take it up court. Pass to Robinson. Robinson dunks it in. David Robinson shut out, pretty much shut out in Game 3. Really didn't do much. Here's Kerr. And it's a foul on Smith already. Kerr will inbound to Pippen. Kerr guarded by Elliott. Pass to Longley. Longley loses the handle. Pippen picks it up. Passes it back to Longley. To Pippen from the free throw line. Rattles in. Inbound to Curry. To Elliott. Elliott to Smith. Smith. Pass to Curry from the line. Hits it. Smith with the steal. Pass to Curry. Curry to Elliott. Elliott inside the paint. Here comes Kerr up the floor, guarded by Robinson. Longley, the shot. Rebounded by Smith. Comes Curry up the floor. Pass to Johnson. Johnson with the layup. It's a weak one. Kerr picks it up. And he'll take it down the floor. Pass to Longley. Longley to Pippen. Pippen inside the paint. Pippen trying to get a shot in, and he'll dunk it. Nice slam. Spurs started with the inbound to Curry. Curry for 3. Rebounded by Robinson. And he's fouled by Steve Kerr. So Smith will inbound to Curry. Curry to Johnson. Johnson with the shot. And rattles in. Eventually. Kerr up the floor. To Harper. Harper with the dunk, and he knocked over. Who'd he knock over? He knocked over Curry. Johnson passes Smith. Smith blocked by Rodman. Smith gets his own block shot. Here comes Smith off the backboard and in. Found other ways to score on Rodman. Comes Kerr to Longley. Longley with the shot over Robinson, and it goes in. Bulls shooting 80% from the floor. Very respectable. Johnson pass to Smith. Smith over 2. No good. Rebounded by Longley. Here's Kerr. Kerr guarded in the alley-oop to Longley. Comes Curry to Elliott. Elliott over Longley. Rebounded by Smith. Smith with the shot. No good. Taken by Rodman. Dennis Rodman getting the rebound. That's what he does. Longley dunks it home. Smith to Curry. Curry to Robinson. Robinson with the hook shot. Blocked by Pippen. And pass to Kerr. Kerr on the outside. Passes to Harper, and he's fouled by Curry. The inbound pass to Kerr. Blocked and taken by Rodman. Rodman to Curry. Curry to Johnson. Johnson over Harper, and he's rejected by Ron Harper. Comes Curry. The layup and in. Bulls up by 4. Comes Curry. Curry for 3. No good, and Longley gets the rebound. Kerr, pass to Harper, misses the layup. Robinson with the rebound. To Johnson. Johnson swatted by Kerr. Johnson gets his own shot back. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Kerr. Less than a minute left in the first. Bounce pass misses it, and Charles Smith took it. Owen Harper with the steal. Harper with the dunk, and he misses that one. Curry with the rebound. Comes Robinson. And comes Johnson. Johnson over Kerr. Goes in. Not really the best start we've seen between the two. Stolen by Johnson. Johnson to Elliott. Elliott with the shot. And we're tied. Harper takes it down the floor. 30 seconds left. To Kerr. Kerr taking ball stripped by Johnson. Johnson pass to Smith. Charles Smith over 2 defenders. Rebounded by the Bulls. Kerr will take it down the floor. Now Kerr's got Elliott and Johnson on him, but Harper has it. Harper pass to Pippen. Pippen stolen by Smith. 1 second left. Johnson for 3, and it's no good. And we're all tied after the first quarter. Second quarter starts with Longley inbounding it to Kerr. Kerr to Longley. Back to Kerr. Kerr to Harper. Harper with the layup, and it goes in. Elliott will inbound to Johnson, and the Spurs will take it up the floor. To Smith. Over Rodman, and he hits it. Kerr with possession. Johnson will go over and guard and defend him. Blows by Johnson and Curry. Pass to Harper. And Harper with the layup. Comes Curry up the floor. To Elliott. Elliott with the deep one. Air ball. Bulls with the rebound. And stolen by Robinson. Here comes Robinson. And he's going to reverse. 360 missed it, but he gets his own rebound. And he'll hit the shot. Kerr defended by Smith. To Harper. Loses the handle. Smith with the pickup. To Curry. Deep shot. No good. Rebounded by Pippen. Bulls will take possession. Here's Kerr. To Longley. Longley with the shot, and it goes in. Bulls up by 2. Here's Johnson. Johnson over Longley and Harper. And Robinson with the putback. Harper passed to Kerr to Longley. Longley guarded by Smith. And Longley will just, on the side, dunk it home. Here comes Johnson up the floor for San Antonio. Pass to Robinson. He'll take a shot. No good. Rebounded by Kerr. I didn't mean to do that. Johnson guarding Kerr. The pass to Harper. 10 left on the shot clock. To Pippen. Pippen puts one up, and he hits it. Elliott to Robinson. Robinson. Easy shot. Comes Kerr for 3. No good. Longley with the rebound. And he'll hit the second chance shot. Curry takes up the floor. Passes Smith. Blocked by the backboard. That was a terrible shot. What was I thinking? Kerr lays it up, and it's blocked. Here comes Johnson up the floor, and he's going to go all the way. Two minutes left in the half. Chicago up by 2. Kerr. The shot. Rebounded by Longley. Stolen by Curry. Smith. And he hits it. Here comes Kerr up the floor. Stolen by Smith to Robinson. To Curry. Curry back to Robinson. Robinson with the shot over Pippen. No good. Rebounded by Pippen. Passes the Kerr, and the Bulls go down the floor. Longley double teamed by Robinson and Smith. Ends a steal by David Robinson. Pass to Curry. Curry over Harper. And he hits it. Kerr's fouled by Curry. Pippen inbounds to Kerr. And this time he's fouled again by David Robinson. Kerr with the layup, and it's in. Johnson up the floor. Pass to Robinson. Robinson over everybody, and it goes in. Not really contested. Longley kind of broke away from that. Comes Kerr. Kerr with a shot that wouldn't go in. Longley with the rebound, and he passes it, kicks it back out to Kerr. Kerr and loses the handle, and Charles Smith picks it up. Here's Curry. Curry with the shot. Goes in. Kerr taking up the floor. Less than 30 seconds left in the half. Again, loses the handle, but he picks it up again. Drops it. Picks it back up. And Robinson with the foul. Curry inbounds a Pippen. 10 seconds left. Let's see if Kerr does something. Kerr puts one up. And he hits it. Plenty of time to get up the floor. Curry goes up, runs it up the floor to Smith, to Robinson. And he hits it with 1 second left. No good. Here we go into the half with the Spurs up by 4, 34-30. Which Washington Bullet won the AT&T shootout at the 1996 All-Star Weekend? I think I know who it is, but I could be wrong. But we'll use the third quarter to think about it. Second half begins with the inbound to Kerr, and he's fouled by Elliott. Kerr guarded tough by Johnson. Trying to find the open man. To Longley. Longley steps out. San Antonio takes over. Inbound to Curry. Curry to Smith. Smith is shoved away by Longley. Bulls take possession. Here comes Kerr. Lays it up and in. Inbound to Curry. To Smith. Smith. Rebounded by Rodman. Kerr behind the back pass to Longley. And Longley again steps out. Here comes Elliott up the floor. Elliott will take a shot from inside the paint. It's blocked, but Curry gets the pickup, and he'll hit it. Nice shot. Oh, bad pass, and it's taken by Elliott. To Curry. Robinson inside the paint. From the line. Hits it. And the Spurs are up by 6 now. Harper. Guarded by Curry, and Harper will just go inside and dunk it. Curry to Smith. Smith over Rodman. Bank shot and in. Bank shot and goes in. Harper guarded by Smith. Back to Kerr. Kerr still holding on to the ball. Kerr puts a deep one. No good. Rebounded by David Robinson. To Curry. Johnson. Over Kerr. Rebounded by Kerr. Kerr to Longley. Back to Kerr. Kerr inside the paint. Blocked by Elliott, but he goes out of bounds. The Bulls will maintain possession. And Curry with the easy layup. Smith to Robinson. Robinson. Weak shot. Rebounded by Pippen. Kerr guarded by Johnson. Here comes Curry to help out. Bounce pass to Harper. Stolen by Smith. And Longley will pick up the loose ball. And miss the dunk, but he gets his own rebound. Stolen by Robinson. Elliott trying to spread out the floor here. Robinson hits it over Rodman. Here comes Kerr, guarded by Smith. Actually, Robinson's there too. And Spurs picked it up, and Kerr committed the foul. That's all I can explain it. Johnson for three. No good. Rebounded Robinson, and he'll put it back, and he'll tip it in. Comes Kerr up the floor to Longley. Kerr for three. Rebounded by Smith, and the foul on Rodman. Inbound to Johnson. To Smith from the line. Rebounded by Pippen. Kerr from the free throw line. He'll hit it. Inbound to Curry. Curry to Johnson. Johnson loses possession. And Elliott will pick it up. To Smith. Smith back to Elliott. Elliott puts up a shot. Rebounded by Kerr. Kerr with Johnson guarding him. Pass to Harper. Harper with the dunk. Less than a minute to go. Spurs up by 4. Smith with the shot. Banks it. Comes Kerr. Kerr to Longley. And he's fouled hard by Smith. Inbound to Harper. Back to Pippen. Pippen with the shot. And he hits it. See if the Spurs can answer back here. Johnson to Smith from the line. No good. Rebounded by Longley. Kerr with possession. Pass to Longley. Longley guarded by Curry. And it's a foul on Smith. Kerr with the layup and one. Kerr will try to finish the three-point play. No good. And Johnson with the rebound. Johnson all the way to the hoop and lays it up. Kerr to Harper. Harper with the wide open lane. 4 seconds. Spurs have time. Pass to Smith. Smith with the shot over Rodman. And he hits it. And after 3, the Spurs up by 4, 50-46. Which Washington Bullet won the AT&T shootout at the 1996 All-Star Weekend. I was going to say Rex Chapman, but I'm going to change it to Tim Legler. Tim Legler made 16 out of 25 three-point shots to earn the 1996 shootout trophy. I forgot, Legler was quite the shooter for the Bullets. That's what, how many 2 questions I've gotten right during these finals? It's Johnson with the inbound. Smith from the top of the key goes in. Spurs trying to even the series here as they head back to San Antonio for Game 5. Longley pushed off, and Avery Johnson picks it up. Pass to Robinson. Robinson over Kerr, and he hits it. Robinson's come to play with 20 points in this game. He was missing in Game 3, as I mentioned earlier. Stolen by Johnson to Curry. Curry for 3. No good. Rebound by Rodman, but he went out of bounds. Inbound to Curry. Weak shot. Rebounded by Pippen. Here's Kerr. To Longley. Longley to Harper. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Harper puts it up, and it goes in. Comes Johnson. Alley-oop to Sean Elliott. Where have you been today? Where have you been in this game? Johnson, or guarded by Johnson. Kerr for 3. Hits it. Inbound to Johnson. To Smith. Here's Elliott. Elliott with the shot. Blocked by Kerr. Robinson picks it up. Here's Curry. No good. Pippen with the rebound. He passes to Kerr on the other end of the floor. Kerr? Nope, it's got poked away. Harper with the layup. Here's Johnson to Smith. To Elliott. And he's fouled by Kerr. The inbound to Smith. Smith over Rodman, rejected by Rodman. But Elliott picks up the loose ball. The shot goes in. Spurs up by 5. Kerr guarded by Charles Smith. Looking for the open man. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass to Harper. And despite missing the dunk, Harper tips it in for 2. Elliott, alley-oop to Robinson. Great play. It happened so fast I couldn't tell. Kerr to Longley. Longley loses possession. Curry picks it up. Robinson to Elliott. Elliott gets inside the paint. Rebounded by Smith. Kicks it back out to Curry. And Bill Wennington's going to check in for Luke Longley. Johnson with the inbound pass, and he goes in the lane. Here's Kerr for 3. Misses. Tipped in by Pippen. There's an inbound pass, and Rodman pushes Johnson out, and the Bulls will take possession. Oh, Smith had the steal, but he went out of bounds. Okay, can we have a clean inbound pass here? Gosh, you get down and dirty. Smith lays it up, misses it. Blocked by Rodman. Kerr from outside hits it. Bulls within 2. Pass to Curry. Curry to Robinson with no one waiting except for Pippen, but he'll shoot it over Pippen. For 3. Again, Kerr with the 3-pointer. Here comes Smith, past Rodman, lays it up, and it goes in. Spurs up by 3. Can Kerr do it again? For 3. Tie ball game. Robinson, pass to Smith. Smith with the lane, pass Wennington, no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Elliott for 3. And he answers Kerr's 3-pointers with one of his own. For 3. Not this time, but Pippen gets the rebound and tips it in. Smith running ahead of Rodman. The shot goes in. It's going to be fast and furious in this last minute of the 4th quarter. And Smith with the foul. Longley checks back in for Bill Wennington. Inbound to Harper. Harper to Kerr. Kerr looking for someone to pass to. Gets inside the paint. Puts up a 2. Blocked by Smith, but it goes out of bounds. And he'll stay with the Bulls. Inbound to Harper. To Kerr. For nope. Fakes it. And it's a foul on Elliott. Another foul on Elliott. Harper with the inbound. To Kerr. Kerr for 2. No, that's a 3, and we're tied. Inbound to Johnson. Robinson, blocked by Longley. Kerr pushed out of bounds. Spurs take over. Inbound to Smith. Smith from the top of the key. No good. Rebound by Rodman. Goes out of bounds. Bulls ball. Might be going to overtime here. Rodman inbounds to Kerr. Johnson with the shot. No good. Kerr for downtown. No good. We are going to overtime. Spurs win the tip. Curry for three. Hits the three-pointer. Here's Kerr. Kerr to Longley. Longley to Kerr. Kerr with the layup, and it's blocked by Elliott. Spurs take it down the floor. Robinson, with no one contesting him, he'll dunk it. And Brown will check in for Kerr. Chuck Person will be checking in for Derek Fisher in for Curry for the Spurs. So we got some substitutions here. Harper will take it up the floor. To Harper with the reverse jam. Inbound to Johnson. Johnson to Person. Person lays it up and in. Pass to Longley. Longley will lay it up. That's 14 for Longley. Derek Fisher. Fisher up the floor. Pass to Johnson. Johnson with the layup. Spurs hold a 5-point lead. Pass to Pippen, and he's out. Buechler comes in for Rodman. Comes Elliott. Elliott with the shot over Pippen. No good. Rebound up at Pippen. Buechler for three. Hits it. Comes Robinson up the floor. Pass to Elliott. To Johnson from the top of the key. And he nails it. 14 points for Johnson in this game. Buechler for three. Rebounded by Robinson. To Person. Elliott will break it out. To Johnson. Johnson for three. Rebounded by Longley. Pippen takes it up the floor. Guarded. Rodman will check back in for the Bulls. And Steve Kerr will come back in. Charles Smith back in for Person. And Del Curry's coming in. Pretty much mass substitutions here. Kind of a rest up. Johnson, Elliott, and the foul. So Elliott will go to the line. Oh, this is going to go wide. Not even close. Elliott hits the second one. Comes Kerr up the floor. For three. Another one for Kerr. Johnson to Curry. Smith. Smith with a shot. Hits it. Spurs holding that 4-point lead. Less than a minute left in overtime. For the three. Another one. Smith to Curry. Rebounded by Kerr. Kerr takes up the floor. Guarded by Johnson. Stolen by Robinson. And here's Smith. Oh, with the layup. Kerr could be able to tie it. He's going to try. No good. Rebounded by Pippen. Time running out. Kerr for three. Hits it. 7 seconds left. Here's Elliott. Elliott with the shot. No good. Shot by Pippen. We're going to a second overtime. Tied at 87. Double overtime. Spurs with the tip. Smith lays it up. No good. Rebound up by Pippen. And Pippen will dunk it home. Inbound to Curry. Starting to look like an actual NBA game. 3 for Curry. 90 to 89, San Antonio. Kerr had a hot hand in the fourth quarter. Pass to Harper. No good. Harper gets his own rebound. Harper back to Kerr. Pass to Longley, and he'll lay it up. Inbound to Johnson. Johnson to Smith. Smith to Robinson. To Elliott. Rebound by Robinson, but he went out of bounds. Bill Wennington comes in. Ron Brown. Stanley Roberts goes in for David Robinson for the Spurs, and Chuck Person's back in. Derek Fisher checking in. So, Roberts. And he loses the ball to Brown. Kerr. Shot. And the foul. And Wolf will come in for Smith. And rebounded by Person. Person to Fisher. Fisher with a shot. Rebounded by Person. Wolf with the easy bucket. Bulls up by 1. Kerr's lost the ball a couple times. To Wennington. And the foul. Harper back in. And Charles Smith's back in. Sean Elliott's checking in. And Avery Johnson. Wennington to the line. Bulls up by 4. Comes Smith to Roberts. To Johnson. Puts it up. And he hits it. Kerr for 3, air ball, and it's going to San Antonio. Luke Longley checks back in, and so is David Robinson. Hard foul on Harper. Comes Robinson to Smith with the shot, and he hits it. We're tied. Kerr taking up the floor. For 3. Another one for Kerr. 41 points for Steve Kerr in this game. Robinson with the shot, and he hits it. Spurs up by 1, or Bulls up by 1. Kerr for 3. Smith, no good. Rebounded by Longley. Comes Kerr up the floor for 3. Rebounded by Smith. Here comes Curry on the fast break, and he hits it. Spurs down by 2. Comes Kerr up the floor for 3. No problem. Comes Smith to Elliott for 3. Answers back. It's like current day NBA here. Kerr inbounds to Kerr. Elliott with the foul. Pippen to Kerr. Kerr for three. No good. Rebounded by Robinson. To Curry. Curry with the shot. Goes in. We're tied up here. Foul on Curry. And what was he doing? That's a shot. That's three. That's going to be 3 free throws for Kerr. First one. Hits it. Second. That's the second one. And third. Timeout Spurs. For three. Oh! Tied up. Oh, what a shot by Elliott. And we're going to a fourth overtime. Bulls with the tip this time. Kerr misses, gets his own rebound, blocked by Smith. Blocked by 3 Spurs as Smith gets the ball. Here comes Elliott. Lays it up. No good. And Longley goes out of bounds. Bushler comes in. Brown in for Kerr. Derek Fisher in for Curry. Fisher misses, rebounded by Bushler. To Brown. Comes Elliott. Elliott for three. Rebounded by Robinson. He'll tip it in. Here comes Harper up the floor. Stolen by Smith. Smith to Elliott. Stolen. Here's Brown. Brown guarded by Johnson. Knocked out by Johnson. Brown keeps possession. 10 on the shot clock. And it's a foul on Johnson. Tony Kukoc will come in for Pippen. Person comes in. And that's it. Brown guarded by Fisher. To Bushler. Bushler to Kukoc. Kukoc lays it up and in. Johnson to Person. Here comes Robinson. Oh, with the dunk. Comes Brown up the floor. Knocked out by Robinson, but he picks it up. Longley. And Elliott picks up the loose ball. Elliott to Johnson. Johnson with the shot. No good. Brown with the rebound. Brown fouled and the basket. Dennis Rodman checks back in. Same with Pippen. Charles Smith coming in. And Del Curry checks back in. And he hits it. Bulls up by 3. Johnson to Robinson. Robinson from the free throw line. Rebounded by Longley. Curry picks it up. No good. And Pippen's fouled. And that's a flagrant. And that is it for Charles Smith. And Pippen's out. And that's it for Charles Smith. Chuck Person will check in. It's a flagrant, so Bushler to the line. Shooting 1. No good. Okay, shoot another one. Hits the second one. Bulls up by 4. Bushler inbounds to Brown. Loses the handle. Picked up by Elliott. To Johnson. Johnson with the shot. No good. Rebounded by Brown. Brown takes it up the floor. with the shot. No good, but Johnson runs out of bounds. Steve Kerr checks in. Longley to Kerr. Kerr knocked away by Elliott. Johnson with possession, and he lays it up. For three. No good. Rebounded by Elliott. Elliott throws it away. Inbound to Bushler. Ball's knocked loose. Curry with the loose ball. Elliott to Johnson. And we're tied. 24 seconds left in the fourth overtime. Foul by Johnson. Harper, inbound to Harper. Kerr for three. No good. Here comes Johnson. Johnson to Curry. Curry with the shot. And he hits it. 6 seconds left. Kerr for three. No good. And the Spurs, in a 4 overtime marathon, ties the series going back to San Antonio. 118-116. And I like to say for the record, everybody, this is the longest game of NBA Live 97 I've ever played in my life. And I got the game for Christmas in 1996. Let's take a look at the final stats. Spurs 50% from the field. Chicago nearly 60. Behind the arc, 39% for San Antonio, or 38. 43 for the Bulls, and even free throws, oh my. With the boards, Bulls out-rebounded the Spurs in every which way but loose with 47 rebounds, 39 assists for the Spurs, 32 steals for the Spurs, and 8 block shots for the Bulls. Player of the game, Steve Kerr, without a doubt. 50 points, 6 boards, and 15. I mean, it's a double-double for Steve Kerr in this game. So we're headed back to San Antonio, all even, with the Spurs winning in 4 overtimes, 118-116. We'll see you next time from the Alamo Dome.